people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot.
First two.
And so here is Philadelphia. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Payne with a screen on Maxey. And it's Morant missing. George against Payne. Fires the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Maxey. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Maxey's got 6 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
George left side. Pass to Grimes. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Outside Maxey. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Maxey against Morant. Here's Wells. Out to the right wing. Pass to Payne. There's a screen. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Six on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. And it's Payne with the rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Now here's Morant. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. He drops it from range.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
George left side. Outside Oubre. 1:19 left to play in the first. Maxey passes to Embiid. The shot from 20 feet out. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
76ers trail by 4. Maxey with it. 6 points for him. He buries it from 3.
When we talk about spacing out a defense, Maxey can get to the cup at will and can also hit from well beyond the arc. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 9. Pass to Grimes. Maxey surveys. Oubre, a screen on Morant. For three, Maxey. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Morant, no good. Outside Maxey. To the left side wing. Here's Grimes. Sinks it from distance.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Grizzlies. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Memphis.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
We've got Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Get there.
Three-pointer Embiid. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. There's a screen. Kennard for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Right side Edwards. Here's Yabusele. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to McCain. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jackson, the screen. The 3. And again, it's Memphis missing. The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And here's Butler outside. Nails it from 3. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Pass to Wells. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Grizzlies trail by 3. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Here's Yabusele. He's scoreless. Launches a 3. Pass to McCain. There's the 3. The Sixers with another miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Wells, that's good. Well, the 76ers shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Now Edwards. They need this. Knocks down the long J. And the 76ers lead by 1. And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Jackson, the screen. The deep 3 from Kennard. And again, it's Memphis with a 3. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Yabusele. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. They set the pick. Kennard for 3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 7 shooting now. Wing shot on the way. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Kennard outside. Pass to Wells. Back to Kennard. From downtown. Hits a three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's McCain. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McCain's gotten 4 this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Pass to McCain. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Embiid. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on the court.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Memphis ahead, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with George. Maxey out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Grizzlies lead by 5. From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by Oubre. The 76ers shooting just under 40% from the field. Screen by Embiid. Now here's George. Defense is right there. Launches it from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Maxey, that's good.
You kind of saw this coming. Maxey had to at least try to one-up them.
Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Edey. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Embiid a screen on Morant. Maxey passes to Embiid. The 3 is up. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edey for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Grimes has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to George. Lets it go. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Outside Bane. Now here's Jackson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Down low. Three-pointer Embiid. Can't get it to drop.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Grimes. George outside. Jacks up a three, and the jumper is on the mark.
Such a pure score. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
There's Jackson with the three. Buries it from three. Jackson's got 15 points. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
From deep, Morant. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Edey. Pass to Morant. Here's Bane. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Yes! A Morant three!
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Grizzlies lead by 7. Outside Bane. It's hauled in by Oubre. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Embiid finds Oubre. Beyond the arc. Good. And the assist to Embiid. He's got 5.
Yeah, and Embiid is smart to keep his options open. No reason he has to complete every play.
Edey for 3. And Grimes pulls it down. Grimes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Embiid a screen on Morant. Maxey passes to Embiid. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Nine seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Clark, no good. Here's Bona. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's the Grizzlies now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brandon Clark out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Pippen in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Embiid. 4-3. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
Bane, pass to Aldama. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Gordon outside. Screen by Embiid. Three-pointer. Gordon can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Wells. From outside, off the mark. 76ers trail by 4. Stolen by Bane. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Puts up a deep 3. Aldama, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's McCain for 3. And another miss by Philadelphia. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's Embiid. The Grizzlies pull it in. Right side Bane takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Butler. And right on target. Here's Pippen. Aldama outside. Pass to Clark. On the wing, Bane. Clark with the screen. The three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Yabusele. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Bane. Back to Aldama. Here's Wells. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Aldama, no good. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 5. Here's Yabusele. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Embiid. Over Bane. Memphis with a rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Bane. Picked by Aldama. Bane with it. Now guarded by Butler. Here's Aldama. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there. 1:29 left in the final quarter. For 3, Gordon. And Philadelphia hits again from deep. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the pick. Here's Aldama. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 4. Here's McCain. And the 76ers another 3.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Aldama. And knocks down the 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Shot is good by Gordon.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George outside. To take the lead. Misses the 3. And here's Morant. Joss. Oh, Morant! Wow!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible night of
a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. Now Mitchell. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. The wide open shot from Strus. And the 3 off target.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Morant outside. Pass to Edey. Shot clock at 6. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Strus. Now Cleveland moving it up. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tricky move by Mitchell with the pumping, baiting the defender.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Pass to Edey. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. Fast break. Mobley's got it. And Mitchell gets it to go.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Now here's Morant for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Strus kicks to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Strus. Off target from outside. Memphis is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant sets a screen for Bane. Morant passes to Bane. Shoots over Strus. To the left wing. Wells wide open. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cavaliers are gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Mitchell kicks to Strus. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Jackson for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now Jackson following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. A nice shot by Mobley.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Bane with the screen on Mobley. Jackson kicks to Bane. From past the arc, and the 3 ball is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Garland, the pass to Strus. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the triple. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wells sets the pick for Bane. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edie's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Wells. Cleveland also making some changes. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Max Strus.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Picked by Clark. Here's Aldama. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitch. It's the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Santi Aldama, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. And there's Jackson, and it's Clark, and at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Pass to Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Jackson. Drills it from outside. Hunter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Jerome passes to Hunter. Okoro up top, defended by Aldama. Jerome, no good with the triple. Memphis trailing here. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper. Aldama's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
The 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Pippen. Kennard for 3. Knocked loose. Pippen kicks to Kennard. Here's Aldama, covered by Okoro. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for Javonte Green. Hunter sets a screen for Strus. Pass to Hunter. Wells with the steal. The tray. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 5. There's Garland. Here's Jerome. Now, here's Hunter. Can they get it? Bangs home the trifecta. Jerome's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Takes the 3. Bain, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Garland kicks to Strus. In the corner, it's Mobley. To shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. A miss that time would have put him up. Memphis has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. And then for Cleveland, Thompson comes in for Mobley. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. And then for Cleveland, Allen comes in for Thompson. And it's Mobley in for Hunter.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Morant passes to Jackson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cavaliers leading. Right side, Garland. Allen finds Garland. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Strus a screen on Morant. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Another three for Cleveland.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Stolen by Mitchell. And even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Mobley. Launches it. Edey with the rebound. Now Wells to end the run. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cavaliers on top, leading by a point. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please welcome to Singapore. And get ready for the fans at courtside.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard position.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Pass to Jackson from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Garland against Morant, and it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Wells with the steal.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it, run it. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Mitchell outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Jackson setting the pick here for Wells. Left side Jackson lets it go with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Jackson's got 6 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Mobley kicks to Garland. Mobley a screen on Morant. Garland attacking. Shot clock at 5. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jackson has the open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Strus. Good on the triple. Strus has got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
To the left side wing. Jackson, a screen on Allen. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Jackson kicks to Wells. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. 6 points for him.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
For 3, Mitchell. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Strus kicks to Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Memphis has gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Bane looking around. Bane sets the screen for Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, big night for Jackson so far. Scoring with enthusiasm on that offensive end.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Strus a screen on Bane. Mitchell finds Strus. Second shot opportunity. Right side, Garland. Mobley, left side. Pass to Strus. Mitchell a screen on Bane. No problems knocking that one down. Strus has got 9 points now in just the second half. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And that one's good, Morant.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. And it was... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Desmond Bane out there with Pippen. Then there's Wells. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Oh, trying for it. Garland kicks to Hunter. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Aldama, covered by Hunter. Payton for 3. And it's Strus with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And another miss by Memphis.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Garland. Hunter up top. Here's Jerome. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Wells passes to Clark. Here's Aldama. The Grizzlies with another miss.
he is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Aldama. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 5. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They get the rebound. Right side, Garland. Jerome. Pass to Strus. Hunter on the wing. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Strus with it. Guarded now by Clark. Strus's shot is good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Bane. Wade outside. Hunter sets a screen for Wade. Up again. Garland on the follow. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
And this is the energy that Garland brings. The type of teammate that's willing to go after that offensive glass and get dirty.
Here's Aldama. Misses the three. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Tries to save it. Jerome passes to Garland. Fires the three. Kept alive. Pass to Strus. And here is Hunter. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Back to Aldama. A three ball. And it's Strus with the rebound. Strus has got 7 rebounds in the game. Garland with it. Now defended by Bane. He had a nice open look right there. Strus has got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now. Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Cavaliers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
Garland kicks to Strus. There's the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Fires for three. He doesn't hit that one. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Memphis on the break. Payne for three. Out to the wing. Here's Wells. Gets an open look and hits.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
For three, Mitchell can't connect. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
Front court.
You're exactly right, BA, and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Strus in at the 3 slot. George against Strus. Lets the 3 fly. Mitchell grabs a miss. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
For 3, Maxey. Unable to get that one. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Now here's George. The 3 ball. Philadelphia with another miss. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. The 3 from Mitchell drops in the 3. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Screen by Embiid. Fires from deep. And it's Maxey missing.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Pass to Strus. Launches it. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
For 3, Maxey. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
George with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. George, good.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Now here's Allen. Mobley, a screen on Maxey. Garland, the pass to Mobley. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Garland against Maxey. From deep. Counted from distance. Maxey's gotten his second bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From deep, Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good time for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Allen outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Allen's got 5 now.
I see you, Jarrett. I see you expanding your game, broadening the horizons. Nice looking shot there, big fella.
And it's Maxey missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
The 3 from Mitchell. And the Cavaliers, another three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Grimes, the pass to George. This one for three. The rebound by Allen. Garland feeling it out a bit. And here's Hunter for three. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 4 rebounds now. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. They've got DeAndre Hunter. Ty Jerome is out there with Javonte Green. Then there's Okoro, and it's Mobley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Edwards, no good. Outside Hunter. Okoro with the ball. Now guarded by Butler. Okoro passes to Jerome. Back to Okoro. Puts up a three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer Embiid. Oh, book it. Embiid, a triple.
Defense will have to get out on Embiid. He's dangerous at all 3 levels.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Sixers.
Up top, Embiid throws it down.
Hey, get that pass anywhere near the rack. Embiid gonna stuff it.
The three from Okoro. Cleveland again missing. Now Philadelphia with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Butler passes to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Hunter covering. Back to Embiid. Clock at 4. Here's McCain. Butler, a screen on Green. Left side, Edwards. From the arc. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Cavaliers trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Fires for 3. And McCain pulls it down.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside for Butler. It's Edwards on the wing. Hunter covering. Pass to McCain. From deep. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Green from the arc. Fires in the triple. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Grimes comes in for Butler. Outside Strus. Mobley, a screen on Oubre. And here's Strus outside. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 7 tonight. takes the three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Hunter. Out to Mobley. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. Mobley's got his first 3 points of the game.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Embiid, a screen on Garland. Pass to Embiid. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. Strus with a screen on Oubre. Outside Strus. The three is up. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. That's on Joel Embiid. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Jerome. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Garland against Maxey. Pass to Grimes. And there's the screen. Will it go? Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the contest. Garland against Maxey. Mitchell, a screen on Maxey. Here's Garland. The three, Allen. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top, up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Oubre can't hit. The Cavs trailing. And here's Garland. Yet to see a basket. Outside Mitchell. Offline with a 3. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Now here's Garland. On the wing, Strus. The 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
3 points.
Garland's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Garland. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
He hits the 2nd from the line. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 9. Launches it.
Putting that quickness to good use on defense, Garland stays on top of his man.
Allen a screen. Strus. The rebound by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 4. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now here's Maxey. Nails it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 12 points.
When Maxey is clicking on all cylinders, he is a tough guy to slow down.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Here's Grimes. A minute 53 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Right side Strus from outside the arc. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 11. Here's Yabusele from downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Strus. Mobley on a screen. Let's go with a 3. And it's Max Strus with the 3. Strus has got 9 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Garland against Maxey. Mobley, a screen on Oubre. Here's Strus. Back to Garland. Pass to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Garland, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
Garland finds Mitchell. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Mobley outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Maxey.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Screen by Embiid. This one for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the 2nd half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. No good on the layup. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Max Strus. Ty Jerome is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Thompson in at the center spot. Here's Yabusele. Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. Fires for 3. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Strus. Hunter, a screen on Edwards. Strus finds Hunter. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okiki's checked in for Wade.
Substitution. Number 3.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute played. McCain's shot is off. Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland, the pass to Strus. Over to the left wing. Out to Garland. Strus with a screen on Butler. Lets the 3 fly, and that's good. Max Strus for 3. Strus has got 6 here in the quarter.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Garland. Strus' shot is off. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Butler. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hunter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Butler against Garland. Driving to the basket. They set a pick. Outside Strus. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers lead by 5. Pass to Grimes. To the wing on the left. And the 3-pointer goes.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Strus with a screen on Butler. Here's Jerome. The kick to Hunter. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Akiki. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. Out to Oubre. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. And the 76ers lead by 8.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Mitchell. Cleveland the rebound. Garland for 3. Doesn't go for him.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
Embiid a screen on Strus. Oubre passes to Maxey. The 3 ball. No good that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Out to Garland. Now Mobley. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Strus the pass to Garland. Out to Mobley. Strus with a screen on Oubre. He gets it in there. Here's Grimes. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Maxey knocks it down from distance.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
On target from range. Now Maxey puts up a deep 3. Can't hit that one. From deep, Mitchell. Can't get it to fall. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always.
backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the 5. Here's Grimes. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies with possession. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
George looking over the floor. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And a deep 3 from George. Drills the three-pointer.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Grimes. Here's the 3. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Wells sets the pick for Bane. Jackson against Embiid. Shoots the 3. Jackson misses. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And here's George for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. 76ers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Grimes. Oubre, a screen on Jackson. Outside, Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. All alone. Good on the bucket.
And in that pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
Bane kicks to Wells. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The 76ers trail by 4. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Desmond Bane was the topic, and coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thank you, David.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. And it's no good. George passes to Oubre. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's Wells. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Oubre can't get it to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Payne for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Maxey against Morant. In the corner, George with it. On the wing. That shot off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so the first. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Aldama with the ball. Edwards defending. Takes a three. Aldama can't hit. The 76ers trail.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Here's Aldama. Philadelphia able to drain the three.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Embiid dishes to Butler. Embiid with the screen on Pippen. They get it back. Outside Butler. Fires from deep. Some solid defense from Pippen. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The Grizzlies with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 1-4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Embiid kicks to Butler. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Memphis also making some changes. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bane in for Luke Kennard. Now here's Embiid. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. Shot by Grimes, no good. Memphis trailing here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. You have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. You have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. The three from George. Count the basket. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And here's Maxey, following the three from Jaren Jackson. Grimes passes to Oubre, gets the three-pointer to fall. Oubre's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Maxey, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Bane. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bane's got his second basket.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Hits it from three-point range.
A pretty nimble guy. Maxey mixes up the defender with that dribble move to create space.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And the 76ers making a change here. Cavaliers checked in. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Nobody near George. It's good from long range. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Jackson misses. That's tipped. Morant with the steal. Pass to Edey for the three. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
There's the pick. Now here's Morant for three. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 11. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. 76ers lead by 9. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. The 76ers leading by 7. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Embiid with it. He's picked up by Morant. Jacks up a 3. That's tipped. Now, here's Maxey. He has 7. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Beyond the arc. Edey with the rebound. George against Jackson. And here is Wells. They set the screen. Here's Edey, guarded by Embiid. 4 on the clock, and a wide open look for Bane. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bane's got 8.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Wells, defended by George. Bane looking around, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
George passes to Embiid. Embiid with the screen on Bane. 76ers need to get off a shot. Fades back. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Payne for three. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. The 76ers lead. Embiid wide open. The 76ers again can't hit it. Morant with it. Maxey covering. Pass to Wells. Jackson with the bounce pass. There's a good screen. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better. And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Memphis?
Morant with it. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
And here's George for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Wells. Not a lot of room. Here's Edey, defended by George. Edey can't hit. Here's the screen. Here's Maxey. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They finish off the third quarter with a... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Embiid. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Butler from outside. Hands it from downtown. Butler's got himself on the board with 3 there. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Aldama. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to McCain. Outside Edwards. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia.
Your 76er. Number 5.
Memphis trailing here. There's a screen by Aldama. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Yabusele. Embiid with the screen on Clark. From downtown. Embiid, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a culture.
Sinks the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Payne for 3. And again, Memphis no good. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to McCain. Embiid inside the line. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Jackson misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George from deep three-point land, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, George. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Embiid from outside. The 76ers with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant left side. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Connects from three-point range.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Morant.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Jackson with it. George picks him up. Now here's Morant for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And now that is impressive. It's clear Morant has made the effort to keep expanding his range.
Oubre for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 5. There's Jackson with the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Oubre for 3. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 8. Grizzlies shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Bane finds Jackson. Bane with the screen on Oubre. Here's Edey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Maxey against Morant. Bryant trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. In the corner, it's Bane. Back to Jackson. Here's Wells. That 3 off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. It's a 5-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oubre, good.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Bane for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Here's Grimes. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a 10-point 76ers lead. So Philadelphia wins it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got...
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
guards through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And so Moran will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Edey for 3. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Allen, the pass to Mobley. Outside for Mitchell. Outside Strus. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From deep, Moran. The shot off that time. And one thing that Moran has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Now here's Moran. There's a screen. No good on the triple. From deep, Strus drills it from deep. Strus has got 6 points.
We have seen from Darius Garland, he has a real talent for making his teammates look good. Pretty pass there.
Jackson the screen, and there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Here's Bane. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Edey, shoots over Allen, and it's Edey missing. Cleveland has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
Left side Moran, Jackson outside. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Garland against Moran. The 3 from Mitchell. Gets the 3 to fall. 6 points for him.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Right side Bane. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Memphis.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Garland, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
That shot wide open. Mitchell's got 9.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Ryan, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Mitchell, the pass to Garland, and stolen by Bane. Outside Morant. Pass to Wells. Here's Edey, covered by Mobley. And it's Edey missing. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Outside Strus. Garland with the ball. Strus with a screen on Morant. Here's Mobley. It's tipped. Morant with it. He's picked up by Garland. Here we go. Bane, no good. The 3 from Mitchell. Can't get it to fall. Now 3 for 5 in this one. Pass to Edie. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. The drive by Garland. And a deep three from Strus. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Santi Aldama. Oh, wow!
Did he just do that?
With authority!
Wow. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Jerome attacking for three. They get it again. Here's Okoro. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Aldama, the pass to Kennard. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future. Boy, you get a sense of the long reach of Evan Mobley. Get to the offensive window and put the putback in. Nicely done.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Merrill, he's checked in for Green. Memphis making a switch here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Merrill. Fires in the triple. Merrill's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Jackson finds Bane. Clark outside. Jackson pass to Pippen. Jackson the screen. Shot to stop the run. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson outside. Nails it from 3. Jackson's got 6 points.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Here's Jerome. Still no points. Back to Merrill. From deep. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Wells, that's good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Jerome passes to Merrill. Hunter the screen. Puts up a 3. The putback. Here's Okoro. Back to Jerome. Here's Merrill. Sinks it from distance. 9 points in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Jerome passes to Okoro. 5 on the clock. Thompson outside. The deep 3. First shot won't go. Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Wells. Back to Bane. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tristan Thompson. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. Mitchell against Bane. Now here's Morant. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. And Morant laces the triple.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Bane from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Wade.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The three from Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant, the pass to Clark. Now Bane. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. Oh, stolen by Morant. Pass to Bane. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Bane's got 8.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The 3 from Mitchell. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cleveland on top. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Mitchell on the wing with Strus. Dean Wade is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Porter in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Morant finds Bane. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Bane against Strus. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Max Strus picks one up.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he's good on the first of 3. No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Porter. Back to Jackson. For 3, sinks the tray. Jackson's got 9 points.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter.
Three-pointer. Mitchell misses.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
He goes up, and he hammers it home to polish off the break.
I just love the aggressive finish.
No, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The teardrop. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. Cleveland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw misses. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Wade. And Evan Mobley subbed in for Hunter. Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant looking around. Mobley against Jackson. Pass to Wells. Stolen by Strus. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And there's the lob. Dives for it. There's the block. And they'll keep possession. Back to Porter. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Over to the wing. Jackson outside. They set the pick. Pass to Wells. To the wing, right side. Just 4 to shoot. Edey for 3. Hits the trifecta. Edey's got his second basket.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Hunters checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Porter Jr. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Aldama's checked in, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. And there's 1:38 left in the third. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Right side Garland. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Garland's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shoots over Moran. Garland, no good. Grizzlies trail by 3. Back to Moran. Pass to Jackson. Moran against Hunter. From the arc. And Moran is good for 3. Morant's got 9 points.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And here's Merrill. Allen outside. No good on the 3. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Pass to Edey. The 3 from Bane. And another 3 from Memphis.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Mobley, a screen on Bane. Mobley passes to Merrill. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Bane, no good. Stolen by Bane. Jackson for 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. That concludes the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Desmond Bane, Santi Aldama out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Wells in at the small forward. Here's Strus outside. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Here's a Kiki. Pass to Jerome. Clock at 6. Strus with it. Pulls up. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Aldama outside. From behind the arc. And another miss by Memphis. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Back to Strus. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pass to Wells. Aldama right side. Bain, the pass to Pippen. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him. Allen, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Edey's checked in for Clark. And the basket by Pippen.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland, the pass to Jerome. For 3, Allen. That shot missing. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Wells. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
The kick to Hunter. 3-pointer. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Hunter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Wells, covered by Strus. Aldama, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Strus. Out to Garland, beyond the arc. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies lead by 3. The 3 from Bain. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Launches it. And that's good. Max Strus for 3. Strus has got 9 points here in the second half.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Pass to Pippen. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his 3rd foul so far. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley on a screen. Here's Strus. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. There's the triple. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Outside for Mitchell. From outside the arc. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Jackson with a screen on Garland. Pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. To the right side. Here's Edey. Allen defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Bain. Out to Garland. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2...
you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard position. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Mobley, a screen on George. Mobley finds Strus. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid with it. 6 to shoot. Fires, high post, and the jumper is on the mark.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Here's Grimes, covered by Mitchell. Kicks it out to Maxey. Lets the three fly. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his handles.
Mitchell passes to Strus. Mitchell sets the screen for Strus. Mitchell right side. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Pass to Grimes. Back to George. Outside, Maxey. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. Let's see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. There's Garland. Kicks it out to Allen. Trains the three-pointer.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Okoro, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And the 76ers also making a change. Yabusele's checked in. Pass to Grimes. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Allen.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
That shot wide open.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
George against Hunter. They set the pick. Now Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Over Allen. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Screen by Allen. Hunter, the three. Rebound by the 76ers. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. George with no one around. Another three for Philadelphia.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Maxey against Garland. For three, Oubre. That one, no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Hunter's out there with Mobile. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Green, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Yabusele. Trains it from beyond the arc. Yabusele's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. Cavaliers shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Hunter, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Yabusele from outside the arc. Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Jerome. Crafty move. In the corner, it's Hunter. They set the pick to the wing on the left. Here's Okoro. Good on the triple. Okoro's got 6.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Butler is screen on Green. Here's McCain. Guarded by Green. Butler on the wing. Still yet to score. The offensive rebound. Edwards a screen on Hunter. Pass to McCain.
Hey, yo, right here.
Over Green. McCain's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 5. In the corner, Okoro with it. Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. And it's off from 3-point range. Now the 76ers on the break. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Another miss by Philadelphia. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Took him no time at all on that one. Okoro's got 6 points in the quarter. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
For the Cavaliers, Max Strus comes in for Okoro. And it's Sam Merrill in for Green. And then for Philadelphia, Oubre is checked in for Yabusele. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edwards. Here's McCain. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game. Out to the right wing. Mobley, a screen on Butler. Jerome, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Butler in the corner. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Merrill. Puts up a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Oubre can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
He dialed that one up from long distance. McCain's got 6 in the quarter.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Strus passes to Hunter. Back to Strus. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Oubre, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Merrill gets the bucket.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Oubre can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Mobley kicks to Strus. Hunter sets a screen for Strus. Drills the 3-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Isaac Okoro getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Paul George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. Offensive rebound. Back to Mitchell. Oubre against Mobley. From the arc. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oubre passes to George. Fires for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Spins. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Back to Allen. Puts up a 3. Oubre pulls it in. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Embiid with the screen on Allen. Maxey passes to Grimes. In the corner, George with it. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Cavaliers leading. Mitchell sets the screen for Strus. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Oubre outside. Maxey in the corner. Oubre, a screen on Garland. Maxey, no good. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Strus. Garland with the screen for Strus. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Strus has got 8 points. Right side, George.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Let's go.
2 minutes.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Strus's shot is good.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
Outside, Maxey. This one for three. Cans it from downtown. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kicks it out to Garland. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Oubre outside. Oubre, a screen on Mobley. Maxey finds Embiid. Back to Maxey. For the tie. Another three for Philadelphia.
3 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. A kick out to Mobley. They grab their own miss.
And this is the energy that Garland brings, the type of teammate that's willing to go after that offensive glass and get dirty.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. And the 76ers also making a change. Yabusele's checked in. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell wide open. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Cavs. Maxey passes to Embiid. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Now the 76ers on the break. Oubre outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Cleveland ahead. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Cavaliers leading by 5. They've got Max Strus. Tristan Thompson is out there with Hunter. Then there's Garland. And it's Jerome in a 2-guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Edwards against Strus. And stolen by Hunter. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Kicks it out to Garland. Here's Jerome. Thompson inside. Embiid's there. Here's Garland. Pass to Strus. Just 4 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Just such nice vision from Garland there. Part of his role is finding new ways to involve his teammates.
Butler, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Over to the left wing. Jerome. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists in the game. And Butler gets it to go.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Garland kicks to Strus. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
It's Strus on the wing. Takes a 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Hunter the screen. Jerome, no good. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's McCain. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Butler from outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The wide open shot from Strus. The Cavaliers again can't hit. One-on-one fast break.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Three-pointer, Butler. Thompson with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And there's Edwards on the assist by Butler.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Hunter dishes to Thompson. Goes back up. The rebound by Yabusele.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
That one drops for him.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Floats it up for Garland. And the ball goes out of bounds. And last touch by Strus.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. George likes a two-pointer. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And it's Strus missing. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Grimes. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Embiid against Allen. Embiid with the screen on Strus. George, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mobley the pass to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From deep 3-point territory. Here's Mobley. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final second.